Colin, what is your contract status? Is there like a route for you through the peer mobility group? How's it sitting at the moment?
Well, at the moment, yeah, we try to find our way. We won't say too much, but I think yeah, we have some things that we can do for next year. There's a possibility to stay in Moto3. But yeah, also we can look for maybe the step up. And yeah, we have different sort of options at the moment.
That's good to hear, Colin. One thing just about the Moto3 races that we've seen this year. I mean, we've seen lap records completely smashed. We've seen race records annihilated all year. I think every track we've gone to have been racing maybe 20 seconds faster than the previous year. We know the Pirellis have maybe made a difference, but how much of a difference has the kind of the updated and the new KTM / Husqvarna that you're riding at the moment? How much has that made a difference, do you think, this year?
I think it made a really big difference because they made a bike that can turn very naturally. So yeah, it's. I think also it's not only the tires that made the big improvement because really the tires were also better, but I think the KTM also they made a very very good step in making the turning better. So and yeah, overall for me the bike feels good, and yeah, it is a big improvement from last year.
Did you lose anything when you go in gaining the turning? Have you had to sacrifice something?
No, not really. I think you have to get more used with the naturally turning. This is the only problem I struggle a little bit with, but I think overall we get adapted quite good to it. I've done a test last year in Valencia, so already there we tried to find the way to it. But yeah, no, I think this bike from this year is a big improvement what they did.
Colin, can you maybe just explain to our listeners how you kind of have had to adapt your riding style? A few riders that are on the KTM this year have said that they have to be maybe a little less aggressive with the braking than, say, last year when it was just about braking as aggressively as possible into the turn. How have you kind of changed your riding style to get the best out of this bike this year?
Well, I'm still quite late on the brakes always, like I always do. And yeah, it's still working quite well. It's a bit more difficult what I'm doing. My way of riding this bike, I'm a bit different to every other rider, I think, at the moment. But no, I think yeah, it's difficult to adapt if you come from the 2020 bike and then step up to the 24 bike. It's a big difference. But yeah, I think if you're a talented rider, you can adapt to it easy.
Colin, who are you training with, hanging out with, riding with? I mean, you mentioned Imola's like your favorite track. I mean, is that a case where you turn up there and you're riding some sort of super sport bike to enjoy it? I mean, what's your kind of environment?
Well, the Imola track I like because I did the CIV there, the Italian Championships, and I've always done good there. So yeah, the track also is very nice. It's historical, so it's a very nice track. But no, living I do in Barcelona and Mallorca more or less. I train with some more GP riders and with some 600 riders. But yeah, no, mostly I train in Barcelona. So no, I'm enjoying it a lot with some riders there, and yeah, just enjoy a little bit the life also.
Yeah, Colin, we know that Grand Prix riders, training is a huge part of the life. But aside from that, when you're kind of switching off, how do you kind of do that? What are your sort of interests aside from, Moto3 riding, training, that kind of thing? What are the things?
Well, one of the things I like a lot is cycling. So yeah, I always keep training more or less. For me, it's a normal day is going cycling, and then after, just go somewhere, but not. For me, my most of the part of the life is just cycling. Yeah, really. Also.
Yeah.
Where are you going cycling? I mean, climbs. I mean, are you going scenic cycling, if you like, or are you going training?
No, most of the time just training. I like to let my body suffer a lot.
You're in good company.
Dave just told us there's 12 meters of elevation above sea level at Assen, so you're not going to be panting too much going up the hills, training this week, are you?
No, in Netherlands is for me always the average. That's very important.
Yeah.
Colin, one brief thing. Our listeners might be curious. You obviously your English is impeccable, but some people might be interested to know why you have a slight Birmingham accent. I mean, is there? Did you learn? Did you spend any time in England when you were younger, growing up?
No, not really. I just train with some English people, so yeah, I'm British. I speak a lot of British with them. I did stay a long time with an Australian guy. He's in Red Bull Rookies Cup at the moment, so I speak a lot with him. But in that year, my accent changed a lot to Australian. But now I feel I'm going back to British again.
Absolutely.
Colin, just before we let you go, what will getting on the podium or taking a victory at Assen mean for you? I mean, is it going to be a big deal? Will you have some friends, family there? Is it going to be a traditional home GP of expectation, but also a lot of fun?
I think it will be a lot of people. From my town already more than 800 people go. So I think it will be very, very nice. If I win, I think I will be immortal here in Netherlands.
Well, listen, it's been fantastic having you on the show, Colin. Thanks ever so much for your time. We can appreciate it. It's a busy week for you as well. Best of luck. We'll see you I'm not going to say it. How do you feel about Assen being called the Cathedral? Do you think it's slightly silly, or do you think it's a good name?
Really, I don't care really.
Oh, there we go. I'm signing up to the Collin Veijer fan club. That's it. I want my T-shirt. Thanks, Colin. Cheers for your time. We'll see you at the circuit.
Thank you. Bye-bye.